Salutare, prieteni, și bine v-am găsit la un episod de Witcher 3 Blood and Wine. Să continuăm. În episodul anterior, în primul rând vreau să-mi cer scuze pentru că în episodul anterior s-a văzut un pic de lag, bine, pe tot parcursul videoclipului s-a văzut lagul ăla de 30 de FPS, pentru că din cauza domnul Streamlabs mi s-a selectat acolo o chestie care nu trebuia să selecteze și de aia a mers în 30 de frame, n-a mers în 60 și mai scădea și la 20, adică era ceva nașpa pus acolo și am rezolvat problema, acum merge tot bine și frumos. Da, și ne-am ocupat de misiunea cu Basericul, am făcut ambele variante, l-am și omorât, l-am lăsat și în viață, deși parcă mi-a plăcut mai mult când l-am omorât, am simțit un pic așa adrenalina aia. Dar toate bune și frumoase că ăla s-a spărat rău, din păcate, ăla s-a spărat chiar rău de Tortinos, că l-am omorât, nu trebuia să-l omorâm. Am bătut, bă! Porcușor! Porcușor de level 43. Au. Da, destul de puternici percușorii ăștia. Dar nu e problemă. Hai să vedem ce misiuni mai avem, guys. Mai vreau să ne ocupăm de... Să ne ocupăm de misiunea asta, no plus like home. Go to Corvo Bianco. Hai să mergem. Și asta mi apare că ar trebui să am un anumit level. S-ar putea să fie de level prea mare. Să sperăm că nu. Că va fi șale dacă nu o putem face. Dar vom încerca. Vom încerca, tătuțul. Trebuie să venim din nou la ăștia. Și prin zona asta. Ia, cu cine te zvărim cu ăsta?
Welcome home, sir. I am Barnabas Basil Faulty. By order of the Duchess, I shall serve you as Majordomo of Corvo Bianco. I previously served with distinction at the Nibli family manor and in Nazaire with Admiral Rompali, who, as you are certain to know, is an extraordinary, demanding gentleman.
Whoa, Barnabas Basil. One thing you ought to know, I'm not your typical landed gentleman. Truth be told, this is the first real property I've ever owned.
Oh, in that case, you must leave it all to me. I shall organize, see to everything, and whip the house into order. I dare say this place will soon be the most prosperous vineyard around.
Great. Can already see I'm in good hands.
Spune mai multe despre acest loc.
A place with a rich history. Know who owned it before me?
Baron Rossel, who went bankrupt, forcing him to sell the estate to the Duchess. The Baron, in turn, had purchased it from Monsieur Bolius of the Headsman, a truly colorful man of Kedweni origin.
He was actually a headsman?
No, not him, but his great-great-great-great-grandfather.
Correct.
Indeed. Apparently, he was a common cutpurse who somehow secured for himself the post of ducal headsman in Beauclair. Went about his work with an exceptional penchant. They say he chopped off more heads than there are grapevines in the ducal vineyards. He never hesitated, not once. Never sliced unevenly, never botched a job. For his exemplary service, the Duke granted him a title and this estate. Monsieur Bolius, on the other hand, was an engineer in his younger years. Once retired, he settled here and took to producing wine. Sadly, misfortune struck and he lost his sense first of smell, then of taste. Additionally, he could not drink alcohol. His medic forbade it.
Shame that. He gave up making wine?
Not at all. He made even more of it. Began throwing wild balls to which he'd invite friends from far and wide in order to treat them to his wine and delight in the fact that at least someone could enjoy it. It's the sort of man he was, Monsieur Bolius.
Mind giving me a little tour de Corvo Bianco?
Not in the least. Follow me, please. I think it would be practical to begin on the hill.
Popa, fratele. Să trăiești mulți ani. Hai să vedem.
Behold, sir, your estate in all its splendor.
Mamă, ce mișto se vede. Wow.
Pretty vast.
Indeed. And now, sir, allow me to show you a handful of interesting details. Follow me, please.
Îți permit, după tine, brodere, after you.
All your life?
Dar nu mă
Yes, I
încurca.
come from a long line
Oh, ce
of
mișto se vede
majordoms.
reveliștea asta, e
My father
minunată.
was a majordomo, as was my grandfather before him, as was my great aunt. In fact, she was the one to start the tradition.
Great aunt?
A hard woman. It is said that already as a child, she knew where she was going and went there. When she arrived in Beauclair, she signed on as a chambermaid at one of the vineyards, then slowly worked her way up to majordomo. She dragged the rest of the family up the same path.
Bun. Hai să-l urmăm pe domnul majordomo, care merge cu o viteză incredibil de mare și cum calcă, zici că e
I occupy the green home.
găinuș.
With the Duchess's permission, I
Uite ce
have
mă,
hired
ce
a
cocoș
full
aleu.
staff. Their salaries to be paid from the ducal treasury.
Nice of her.
Not the most sightly part of the estate, I admit. But I think it's worthwhile for you as master of the domain to know where the help stays.
A man who dare not down some wretch is
Ia
a
uite-și pe
man
ăsta.
whose wives like to thump his head.
Baron Rossel ordered the vines in this part of the estate uprooted and olive groves planted in their place. They look beautiful, especially come spring.
Don't look at all bad now either.
Is a man whose wives like to thump his head.
Down below lies your vineyard, where we grow a strain of Carfanere, one of the world's oldest.
Asta trebuia făcută prima dată, când am venit în...
It provides for an exquisite wine with
În Tosent.
distinct blackberry, wild cherry, plum, and cinnamon notes. Marvelous.
Have to try it one of these days. Nice well. Picturesque.
Yes, though it ran dry long ago. During the raucous feasts Master Bolius held, he would order it filled with wine. There's a tale about a guest attending a
Uite ce bărbat frumos. Uite-l aici, cum ajută pe femei, să vezi? Așa, da, bărbat, îmi place.
Great heartbreak and had decided to end his life by jumping.
Pe dracu, tot atâta vorbești, nu-ți mai tace franca aia.
And the well was nearly empty when the suicidal guest finally jumped. Instead of killing himself, he merely broke his legs. To numb the pain,
Vinul la putere.
Drank
Se pare
himself
că...
to death.
not at all. When found the next day, he had concluded he'd witnessed twin miracles. The water had been changed into wine, and he had
Asta
sufficed
ce naiba face? Pescuiește? E apa aici? Da, bă.
to a monastery
dracu
in the
pescuiește asta aici?
mountains and began preaching the wisdoms of Lebioda.
Stare cruz dacă și prinde ceva.
To do before it gets dark.
Și tu? Să nu zici că asta mă va duce tocmai până acolo sus și îmi va arăta fiecare detaliu. Că să moare gibelan.
Bolius, his wife Nina, kept a garden here. A supremely lovely place it was.
Bit neglected now.
I agree. Yet nothing stands in the way of restoring it to its former glory, and once again planting it with herbs and other vegetation.
Se pare că aici se plantează plante vindecătoare.
Madame Nina planted diminutive, delicate flowers and herbs here. One might say their aroma still hangs in the air.
You're quite the romantic, Barnabas Basil.
Hai, brodere, să ne întoarcem că mi-e foame. Am patrulat destul de mult. Mi-ai arătat toate zonele astea, pe care eu nu le-am văzut încă. Majordom.
If they would just take to work as they take to dance and drink.
I've lots to do before it gets dark.
Se pare că ne
This
ducem
served as
și
an
asta.
additional wine cellar in years of plentiful.
Asta e pivnița, zice, unde se face...
Bit of work and it'll make a fine stable for roach.
Da, roci, ar trebui să-l băgăm pe roci aici să stea. Și mai ne duce unii în peștera aia, cred că. Ia că aici e stare cu roci și se află.
The cellars, voila. During Monsieur Bolis's time, wine was kept here, but Baron Rossel used it to store olive oil as well. I took the liberty of cleaning up the mess,
Interesantă.
which
I made while fighting the Bruxa. Thanks, Barnabas Basil. Appreciate it.
Bun.
Go up to any.
as you can see, the facade is, how to put it, slightly stained. But one cannot deny it, a certain subtle southern charm.
True, though it could use a bit of subtle paint.
And welcome inside. On the left is the master bedroom. On the right, the dining hall and kitchen. Upstairs, you shall find the guest room, currently used for storage.
Not a
Reținem,
bad
brodare.
idea.
At the moment, the house is only minimally furnished. Yet I believe we will, together, devise some innovative arrangements. A few paintings, for instance, would breathe new life into the abode immediately. With that, sir, you've seen the full lay of the land. Corvo Bianco is a beautiful estate. Though one must admit, time has taken its toll. Forgive me for being forward, but if you were to choose to invest a small sum towards its beautification, consider me at your service on the matter.
Think I'll take you up on that. Be sure to come and see you if I decide to do any remodeling. Mentioned the place could stand to be spruced up.
Oh, most decidedly, sir. The question is where you would like to begin this rejuvenation.
Know what? Changed my mind. Not in the mood to talk about redecoration today. But I wanted to ask you something else.
I shall be glad to answer your every question, sir.
Starting.
As you wish.
It runs me nice to improve, așa. Ia. Hai să facem ceva la această vilă frumoasă, să o facem frumoasă. Uite așa.
A suggestion. Why not start with a general renovation?
E de o renovare de aia,
If I saw
bombardiere.
such work at Admiral Rompelli's summer residence, the effects were simply breathtaking. Not only did the residence positively sparkle afterwards, but we also made room to display the Admiral's armor and weapons, of which he was a passionate collector.
5.000. Ok.
It's in your hands then. Make the place shine.
Faceți lucru ca o bijuterie frumoasă. Să arate
Within a day's
exact cum
passing, I shall have sent for the
nu arăta
crew
niciodată
to
până
rebuff
acum.
the Admiral's residence. They are the finest specialists around. Highly skilled at what they do, it shall not take them too long, I wager.
Pare că Geralt face și donații acum.
After they begin, your eyes will behold your residence in its refurbished, rejuvenated, beautified state. Is there anything else you require, sir?
Got these spacious grounds. But maybe it's time to make them more useful.
Oh, yes, we certainly should. The way I see things, given your trade, sir, you would be wise to put in a grindstone and an armorer's table. A good way to start things off, don't you think?
In my trade, my blades get dull pretty quick. Could use a grindstone, professional grade.
Of course. No one would consider that an unnecessary
Pune să facă de toate
extravagance, I
cel...
wager.
Să ne facă pe toate cele să fie așa.
And send out for one, please. A high-quality stone to be set up in the yard.
Bineînțeles că trebuie să dăm și bani să plătim ca lumea, dar plătim, nu contează.
I believe you shall be grinding to your heart's content by tomorrow.
Ok.
Will
Vezi că
you
vin
need
să
anything
investighez,
else,
după aia
sir?
bulangiona că n-ai făcut nimic, să arăt ție.
My armor needs work from time to time. You know, oil this, reinforce that. Could use a decent work table where I could do all that.
Admiral Rompali once hired a specialist who made the finest armorer's tables this side of the Yaruga. I will contact him at once.
Good. Order me up a table like that.
Immediately, sir. I expect it will take at most 1 day to arrive. Will you be needing anything else, sir?
Bă, cam atât.
That's all for now, BB. Thanks.
Bibi. Resort cu vașate, glory. Voi 3 days, 1 day. Ok, deci 3 zile ca să le facem pe toate, în regulă. Hai să medităm, bine installation. Ca să vedem ce a făcut, vreau să văd și eu. Una. Două. Aproape level 56, mama, am jucat bine. Și level 3. Ziua 3, doamne, level 3. Hai să mai dăm încă una ca să fie acolo. Ia. Parcă arată mai bine, a? Nici n-am băgat de seama decât cum arăta înainte. Oh, bun. Și care să selectăm? Care era a mea? Master Crave Full Farmur. Asta. Dar nu îmi place, bro. Am luat și eu niște.
Renovations coming along all right, Barnabas Basil?
Superbly, sir. General refurbishment has been completed, and I took the liberty of adding 2 racks, each upon which you might hang weapons and armor, if you've some pieces you'd like to display. Likewise, I have prepared a few spots in which new paintings might be hung.
Dar de ce n-am dat armura noastră? Adică de ce am... Nu înțeleg acolo. Ceva n-a mers bine.
I believe it's something you'll wish to see.
If you say I should see it, I'll go see it right now, BB.
Search the cellar. Hai să vedem pivnița asta. E chiar sunt noi.
Strange. Something behind this.
Oh, se pare că aici se află o cameră ascunsă. Hai să dăm cu ard și să vedem ce se află aici, tate. Ce mâncați așa aici? În laborator. Pare că a fost un alchimist aici cândva, acum foarte mult timp. Avem și o scrisoare aici pe care nu o vom citi, bineînțeles. Mutageni. S-a pus să dau dismantle. Interesant. Interesant. Hai să mergem înapoi la domnul Corvo Bianco, Bibi, cum îi zice domnul Geraltinus. Bibi. Maggiardomo, eu îi zic Maggiardomo.
Know anything about the laboratory in the cellar? One of the previous owners take an interest in alchemy?
A laboratory? Alchemy? I know nothing of it.
Nu știe.
But I understand that to a witcher this must be a very intriguing find.
It is. It was walled up. Equipment's pretty ancient too, so it must have belonged to someone who lived at Corvo Bianco before you started working here.
Înainte să lucrezi el, se pare că cineva era.
Got dragon glass vials and flasks, stills, sublimators, vengerometers.
Forgive me, sir, but I fear I don't follow.
Just saying, it's top-notch equipment. True masterpieces of craftsmanship for use in alchemy. Brewing a concoction with this stuff versus doing it over an open fire? Well, there's no comparison.
Then I am all the more delighted you discovered it, sir.
Oh, every plague went.
Ever play Gwent, BB?
Funny you should ask, sir. I was quite adept in my younger years, but that was so long ago.
Că nici eu nu știu să joc.
I've limited my interest to collecting now. Managed to assemble quite the set of decks.
Sounds interesting. Mind showing me what you got?
Not at all, sir, but only in action. A round or 2, perhaps?
Let's play.
May the best man...
Do you wish to play against any particular faction, sir?
Skellige.
Skellige seems most appropriate for you.
As you wish. Would you prefer I use my strongest deck or a weaker one?
Strong.
Feeling lucky today. Use your strongest.
At your service, sir. Well then, let us play.
Interesant. Care era butonul magic? Cred că ăsta, nu? Nu era butonul ăsta. Nu mai știu butonul magic, mâncați-aș gura ta. Nu mai știu. Care era butonul magic? Nu era F?
This time I won.
Lași-mă din gură.
Do you wish to...
Din nou, aceeași chestie.
At your...
Care era butonul magic, bă, să moară Gibrana, că mai știu. Bă, nu era F. E, parcă. Nu era nici E. Wow!
This time I won. Do you... As... At...
Nu era, mi-am adus aminte chiar acum, fără să mă pe net. Deci nu era. Hai, strong. Așa, bă, băi, tată, băi. Nu mai știam eu buton, așa, un magic, vedeți? Dacă n-am mai jucat de mult timp. Asta se întâmplă, tate.
Maybe later. Got something I need to do right now.
As you wish, sir.
Starting to...
As you wish, sir.
Ce mai, iar, ce mai trebuie să
Feels
fac?
like by investing a bit of coin, I could make the house more functional.
Indeed, momentum is best maintained once established. Now that we've finished the general renovations, you might begin to consider such things as a new bed, or additional armor stands, or weapon racks. Also, some new furnishings and a fresh coat of paint on the walls would do much to improve the guest quarters.
Mamă. Better bed. Aș vrea toate, nu știu dacă pot ea. Hai să începem cu
Was
camera.
wondering about the guest room. Not that I'm expecting company, but
Oh, but that is immaterial. All self-respecting homes should boast a comfortable guest room. What if someone were to drop by unannounced?
1000, mamă.
yeah. Sooner we start.
E, rupe ăsta cu bănuți.
Tell a man of action immediately. I'll see
Dar
to
facem
it
totul,
myself.
totul la maxim.
The room shall be ready in 2 days, in my opinion.
2 zile, ok?
Is there anything else you require, sir?
Am multe cereri, brodere.
Along the path,
Ai multe
I've often
armuri.
picked up well-crafted, beautifully ornamented armor.
Și mai bune și mai ca lumea. Nu cum mi-ai dat alea. Alea cred că erau ale mele, nu pot să-mi dau seama ce au fost. Cred că le-am reparat. Nu că bine aminte. Eu vreau noi, tate, noi. 500.
Yes, just please make sure they're solidly made and nicely finished.
It goes without saying, sir. There is nothing worse than splendid armor upon a subpar stand. By this time tomorrow, they shall be ready to display your finest finds. Is there anything else you require, sir?
Sir? Another wiper?
Could use another weapon rack. Got some interesting pieces I'd like to display.
I know of a carpentry shop in town which crafts the humblest lumber into true masterpieces. You need but give the word.
Ok.
Fine. Order the racks.
Of course, at once. At most 1 day for them to arrive is my estimation. Is there anything else you require, sir?
Better
Thinking
bed.
about buying a comfortable bed. Always wanted one.
Excellent idea. In your profession, rest is
Hai
supreme.
zi, câți bani îmi ia pentru
But say the word,
un loc
and I
călduros,
shall
un
order you a
pătuc?
bed from the carpenters who craft comfort for the court.
1000, tate. Ai, ai, ai.
Great. Order me a fine bed, please. Think I deserve one at my age.
True indeed, true indeed. I shall send a runner at once. The bet will be in place by this time tomorrow. Is there anything else?
Ce să-ți mai cer? Ce să-ți mai cer, brodere?
Starting to get into this whole renovating thing. There must be other things we can improve.
What a splendidly wise idea. Now that the general refurbishment is done, why not see to the grounds? Perhaps renovate the stables? or return Madame Boleus's garden to its former verdancy?
Ah, nu,
If you
nu
don't
trebuie.
mind.
Of course.
Start. So
Ierburi.
sometimes I have to brew a potion, but I can't find the herbs I need growing anywhere nearby.
Well, you're in luck, sir. The flower garden, once kept by Madame Nina, Monsieur Boleus's wife, seems the ideal place to cultivate herbs. In fact, it's roomy enough to plant shrubbery.
Mă, 2000, nu mai avem bani. Nu mai avem bani, tate.
Ponder the...
Vorbești serios că nu mai am bani? Adevărat că nu mai avem bani, mâncați, aș gura ta m-a rupt ăsta, m-a rupt. Hai să găsim pe cineva. Uite că avem un Smith aici. Să facem niște bănuți, toate. Dar ăștia nu-mi vând nimic, am mâncat așa sufletul. Bine. Nu e bine. Mi s-a făcut o sete că abia mai pot vorbi, guys. Și nu am apă aici. Și asta e o misiune lungă, rău. Nu mă așteptam. Ok. Hai să băgăm un bun și pe ăsta.
Care for a quick.
Nice.
What have you?
Și hai să vindem la ăsta. Avem o grămadă de chestii. Câți bani are? 4000. Am nevoie de mai mult. Dar cred că am modul ăla băgat și are bani permanent ăsta. Ies din shop și într-o iară și am impresia că chiar are. Bă, nu e bine. Să mai venim niște armoni, știi? Gata.
So long.
Yeah.
Get it. What have you?
Da, are din nou 5000. Ok, nice. Dar dacă nu prea mai am ce să vând. Am vândut toate porcările astea și sunt destul de ieftine. Ia să vedem dacă mai putem să vindem ceva de pe aici. Uite, am o grămadă de astea. Astea sunt destul de scumpe. 114, bun. Hai că am făcut 10.000, sper să mi ajungă.
So.
Nice. Unde pierdem noi banii? Unde pierdem noi banii? Da, măcar o să fim bombardieri după aia. O să avem pat, o să avem de toate. Ce vorbești?
How might I be...
Start.
But,
So.
well, you're...
Eram la ierburi.
Good idea, Barnabas Basil. Herbs there will save me hours of painstaking searching and harvesting.
The idea is yours, sir. I am but the humble executor of your will. I believe we shall have sown the first seeds in 2 days' time. Will you be needing anything else, sir?
Let's put it...
Not... How might I be of...
Start...
But...
You know, Roach, my horse? Well, we've been through a lot together. And since I've
Nu l-am
finally
uitat
got a
pe
decent
Roach.
place to stay...
Exact, un loc unde să stea.
Oh, a sturdy stable testifies to a most honorable owner. Just say the word, and I'll have them start working on it at once.
2000 mai am. Mă rup pe ăsta pe bani, chiar mă rup.
The best. Have them refurbish the stables.
I shall get to work at once. Yet finding workmen and completing construction takes time, though likely no more than 2 days. Will you be needing anything else, sir?
Momentan nu. Medităm din nou toate. 2 zile. Una. 2. Și dăm chiar 3. Oh, playing house. Am primit un achievement.
I am delighted to inform you we have completed our labors. You can now devote yourself to enjoying the vineyard's delights to the fullest. You must forgive me my temerity, sir, but I thought, with all the work on Corvo Bianco completed, and with the estate looking more beautiful than ever, it might be appropriate to commemorate the moment.
Ar trebui să celebrăm, bineînțeles.
Sure,
Ia uite, ce mișto.
During the tidying that preceded the renovations, I came across a bottle of Sapramento, the 1250 vintage. I cannot say by what miracle it survived, but it is here, and we've cause to open it today. And then he ran straight into the crowd, burning bouquet in hand. All thought it a part of the performance, so they only laughed, even when the decor began to catch fire. It was not until the flames engulfed Baron Mahevkin's beard that folk began to realize something was amiss and went to put out the fires.
Sounds like Monsieur Bolius and Madame Nina threw some first-rate balls here.
It was so. In this regard, Baron Rossel was decidedly more reserved.
So tell me, Barnabas Basil, what's the wine situation like here? Am I going to produce any this year?
This year is out, I fear, sir. Last autumn, a fungus destroyed all the vines. Baron Rossel had new ones planted, but it will be some time before they start bearing fruit. Assuming that is, the fungus does not reappear.
That'd be bad. This Sapramento got me dreaming. It's amazing.
Isn't it, though? Allow me to top you off, sir. There.
Thanks.
Pupa, fratele. Și am făcut level 56 și avem încă 2 skill point-uri. Bine, stătuțul. Majordonul. Ia uite ce am făcut aici la Majordonul. Bun. Suntem ca acasă acum. Ne doare la banană. Mă, ce vorbesc ăștia, mâncați așa? Ce vorbesc ăștia? Oh my god. Mișto. Da, forță. Da, prieteni, cam asta a fost episodul. Sper că v-a plăcut. Nu uitați să dați acolo un like, un subscribe și un share. Ne vedem în următoarele episoade. Toate cele bune. Respect. Pa, pa.